Okay, so welcome teachers. This screencast video is going to be about properly creating assignments in Schoology to make sure that students see them. What a lot of people are doing wrong is they're creating assignments, but they're missing a couple key steps, and so those assignments aren't showing up. So if you look over here where it says upcoming, it should show students all the assignments that they need to work on. And also if an assignment is over here, it's also going to show up in their calendar so they'll see exactly what they need to do and when it is due. So I'm going to show you how to properly create an assignment. So if you go over here and you click add materials, if you want them to do something, it always needs to be an assignment. So some people I saw in their Schoology courses, they posted a get to know you sheet. It was a Word document and they wanted their students to download the Word document, answer the question, save it, and then send it back to them. But that means that they have to send it to you as a Schoology message, which is hard to keep up with, or an email, or some other way of getting it to you. An assignment allows people to submit it to you directly, which is a really easy way to do things. So what I'm going to do is make it a sample assignment just like I did in another class. I'm going to call it the first day of school due now. And this is what I did. I had them, in my sample class, I had them to respond to the following prompt in 10 to 15 complete sentences, told them exactly what I wanted them to do, and made it very, very specific. So a lot of people are just posting an attachment. So you go here and you click on file and you attach if they have a resource that they need. So let's, for example, you want them to read something and write a response to it. Well, you'd attach that file there. But if you just attach the file and you don't put a detailed description of what you want them to do, a lot of the kids are going to be confused. So please take the time to write a detailed description of exactly what you want them to do. Even if it's in the attachment, still put it in the description so they read it and that's the first thing they see. Because we want kids to click on everything and read everything, but the reality of the situation is they're not going to do that. So make it as easy for them to understand as possible. Just put it in the description tab. Right here, I gave them everything that they need in the description, so I don't have any attachments, but if I had them, I would click right there to make an attachment. You have to set a due date. A lot of people are not setting due dates correctly, and so assignments are not showing up. You've got to go over here, and what I'm doing is I'm saying Friday. So all assignments are due by Friday, and I have it automatically set to 11:59 p.m., but if you want to change the time, you absolutely can do that. Category. Go here right now. We have ungraded and created new grading category. Well, I'm going to call this grading category well, I already typed it in another class, in class assignments. And bam, I've got my category. It's set for the first 9 weeks and everything is enabled. So submissions are enabled, which means they can upload something if they want to. It's published to students. I'm just clicking yes to everything. Comments are enabled, so yes, they can ask a question about the assignment if they want to, and then I'll hit create. So once I hit create, all of a sudden, now probably I will put my assignment in my welcome back to school folder or whatever, but now I can see up in my upcoming, I have to do this first day of school due now. And it's also going to show up in the student's calendar. So one thing that I don't particularly love about Schoology is that when you copy something from another course or you copy something from resources, it doesn't automatically copy the properties of the assignment that you set up in resources or the other class. So what you'll do is go over here to add materials, and I'm going to add something from resources that I already created. So this is a folder that I made for another class. And I'll just import the whole folder, and it's going to give me both the video that I made explaining what I wanted students to do and a second assignment that I had created. Well, I'm going to click import, and bam, there's my folder. So there's an assignment in the folder, but as you can see over here, I still only have one assignment. So where is that assignment? They have to click on the folder. Again, we want them to click on every folder and read everything and know exactly what we want them to do, but that's just not how life works. So we'll click on the folder, and I'll see this other assignment. It's a student information sheet assignment to help me get to know the students a little bit better. So you have to go, when you copy something, you have to go and edit the assignment to give it the properties that you want. So I put in here the name of the assignment. I have them click on a link to get to a Microsoft form, or you could do a Google form where I'm asking them to respond to different questions. I just did a form because it's easier than, having them download a Word document and type in and do all that. And I tell them exactly what I wanted them to do. I'm gonna go ahead again and set the due date for Friday at 11:59. I'm going to say we'll just say this one is a test grade, even though it's not. So that one's a summative assessment. First 9 weeks, I'm going to click on grade statistics and comments, so that way if they want to ask a question, they can. I really don't know what grade statistics means, but it sounds cool, so I just click on it anyways. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. So now when I go back to my class, I will see that there it goes. All right, now I see my two upcoming assignments. So a lot of teachers have created assignments, but they haven't created them correctly, and so they're not showing up over here, and students don't necessarily know what to do. So please make sure that you create things that you want students to do as assignments. There's a lot of other stuff that you can do in terms of assessments and tests and quizzes and all that. But if you want students to respond to you or do something, it has to be an assignment. And it is very helpful to go over how to do that. So students will click on this, and what I wanted them to do, what I asked them to do, and I told them how to do it in the description, but I also put this little video that shows them exactly what I want them to do. And I'm going to let you watch it in case you have not seen this before.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the short tutorial on how to submit assignments in Schoology as a student. We're going to first find an assignment. Those assignments are usually represented by an icon with a pencil next to it. Now, most assignments have a title and description. You can ask questions about the assignment in the comments area at the bottom. But up along the top right corner, you'll click on Submit Assignments. Now, for typical assignments where you're using a Pages or Word document or other upload, you'll use the Upload tab. To write a response within Schoology and have a blank space to add your response, click on Create. Finally, if you're grabbing something out of your OneDrive, Dropbox, or Google Drive, use the Resources tab in the appropriate app. For assignments that require an audio or video recording, and this is really just for the quick ones, not in iMovie, you can also use the Upload tab and click the microphone. When you're done with the assignment, click Submit. You'll see your assignment submitted. In this case, this example is late, and it'll tell you how many items you uploaded. In order to resubmit the assignment, say after you get some teacher feedback, click the Resubmit button just below that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that, but I do want you to make sure that you go over with students how to submit assignments on Schoology, because it's easy, but it's not easy for ninth graders. It's not easy for some students that have an IEP that aren't used to this new system. It's not easy for me because I had to click around a whole lot to figure out exactly what we needed to do. So make sure that we are always giving very, very good descriptions of what exactly we want them to do, providing any resources that we need, always setting a due date so it will show up in the student's calendar, and making it gradable so that if we choose to grade on Schoology, we can, and we can give students feedback and say, hey, I want you to resubmit this, you did it incorrectly. So that's all I've got for you today. If you have done all your assignments wrong, it's okay. You know how to do it now, and hopefully this video has helped you to figure that out a little bit better. And if I lied and told you something that was wrong, please reply to the email and tell me. I'm doing the best that I can, and I hope that you all will have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you so much for all of your hard work.